Welcome into Mavericks Today by Chat Sports. I'm Jeffrey Cooperstein. On today's show, we're going to go over the final preseason game from last night. The Mavs beat the Bucks 109-84. And we got to start with this guy, Klay Thompson. 11 points, 6 boards, 4 of 11 from the field. Started out 0 of 3 from 3, so he was on an 0 for 9 streak. But then in that second quarter, man, he got hot, and we saw what Klay Thompson could be. We saw the Hall of Famer Klay Thompson in that second quarter. Didn't play in the second half, but I really like what I saw from Klay and think he's going to integrate just fine. Now, it obviously looked a little rough there in the preseason. He struggled to make some shots, but I'm not worried about Klay whatsoever. He's the second greatest shooter of all time, like I've said, and it was only a matter of time before he was going to figure it out. I'm very excited to see Klay in a Mavericks uniform. PJ Washington, 6 points, 7 boards last night, just 1 of 6 from the field. Nothing really to write home about. He's ready to start the regular season. He's not into these low leverage type games that really just don't matter. Look, we all know PJ's going to stand on business. We all know PJ's about that action, and he's going to be ready and raring to go for the San Antonio Spurs next Thursday. By the way, we will be live next Thursday, so be sure to hit that subscribe button. 6 days from now, NBA basketball is back, baby. Cannot wait. Kyrie Irving in just a half as well. He didn't play in the second half either. 14 points. And Kyrie is just so electric with the basketball. He's so fun to watch. When he goes full speed and just stops on an absolute dime and is able to knock down a 3 at the top of the key like that, it's special. It's nothing short of special. Watching Kyrie is an absolute joy. And I am so happy that he is a member of this Dallas Mavericks team. If you're ready for the season, though, please go ahead and type those me's down in the comments. The offseason was great. It's always fun. There's nothing like regular season Mavs hoops, though, man. I just can't wait. If you're with me, go ahead and type those me's down in the comments. You may get hit with a YouTube ad break right here, so go on down there and get those me's in. Derek Lively, 10 points, 9 rebounds in the Mavericks preseason finale. Came off the bench as well. Daniel Gafford got the start. And it makes me wonder, is that what Jason Kidd's going to go with next Thursday against the San Antonio Spurs? It wouldn't surprise me if that's the way Jason Kidd went. Gafford started the majority of games last year when they had the Gafford and Lively tandem. Lively looks great coming off the bench. Maybe there's no need to upset the apple cart there. I don't think it matters whether Lively or Gafford start. They're both going to play the same amount of minutes either way. If Lively is more comfortable with it, if Jason Kidd is more comfortable with it, then I'm cool with it as well. I think starting is only a ceremonial type of thing. As long as Lively keeps on making the impact that he's still making, we have no problems there whatsoever. Daniel Gafford also had 11 points, 4 boards, and 3 assists in this one. We'll go to Quinton Grimes, who I thought it was a very interesting game for Grimes. He went 0 of 7 from the field, but he was a plus 27 in this game. Grimes impacted the game in a positive way despite not being able to score, and that's where I think he holds value with this ball club. I think if on any given night in the regular season, if Luka, Kyrie, or Klay Thompson are out for any given reason, I think it's QG that slides into the lineup and is the guy that's going to be a starter, a fringe starter for this team going forward. It wouldn't shock me whatsoever if Grimes ended up starting 15 to 20 games for this team. Also, something to keep an eye on is a potential Quinton Grimes extension. The Mavericks have until next Wednesday, the night before their first game, to get an extension done with Grimes. And it wouldn't shock me one bit if they got an extension deal with Grimes done. You're looking at the 4 years to 3 years, 40, 42 million-ish range. Kind of the similar deal they gave Josh Green last offseason. We'll get to the rest in just a moment. But first, I have to tell you about our fantastic sponsor, which, of course, is PrizePicks. When you go to prizepicks.com/CLNS and use code CLNS, they will give you a $50 bonus when you play just a $5 lineup. And you don't even need to win that lineup. It is guaranteed. PrizePicks is the easiest and most exciting way to play daily fantasy sports. Unlike other apps on PrizePicks, it's just you against the numbers. You can win up to 100 times your money on PrizePicks with as little as 4 correct picks. Sign up today and get $50 instantly when you play $5. You don't even need to win to receive that $50 bonus. It is guaranteed. PrizePicks also offers weekly promotions that can lead to big payouts. For instance, this week, for basketball opening night, they have this Anthony Edwards projection, and all it is half a point. You think Anthony Edwards is going to score half a point or more on opening night? Take the more on Anthony Edwards. I'll take the less on Jason Tatum, 26.5 points. Give me the more on Karl Anthony Towns, 20.5 points. You can ride my picks or you can fade my picks. Just make sure you do it with our good friends over at PrizePicks. Once again, go to prizepicks.com/CLNS. Download the PrizePicks app today and get $50 instantly when you play $5. That's code CLNS on PrizePicks to get $50 instantly when you play $5. You don't even need to win to receive that $50 bonus. It is guaranteed. That link will be clickable in the comments and the description of today's show. Once again, shout out to PrizePicks for sponsoring today's show. PrizePicks, run your game. A couple of additional thoughts from this Mavericks game. I really liked what I saw from Jaden Hardy as well. We know Jaden Hardy has to work a lot on his distribution skills as a passer, but we also know what Jaden Hardy brings to the table. And he's an elite scorer of the basketball. 11 points, 5 of 12 from the field. He can do it all three levels, at the rim, mid-range, from three. I really love Jaden Hardy as a scorer. This is his make or break year. The question with Hardy is not can he score, it's can he do the other things that Jason Kidd values. Can he find the open teammate? Can he guard the opposing team's most dangerous guard? That's what we're looking for with Jaden Hardy there. And I think that this is a big year for him. Hopefully he can take that next step forward. Nothing to write home about with Spencer Dinwiddie. 8 points, 3 of 8 from the field, 1 board and an assist. Didn't do a whole lot. He was just kind of out there going through the motions. Look, I'm a little worried about Dinwiddie, if we're going to be honest with you. He played his best basketball of his career in the 76 games he was with the Mavs prior to the trade for Kyrie Irving. Now, he was pretty average with the Brooklyn Nets. When he went over to the Lakers, he wasn't much better. Is Dinwiddie going to be the guy that the Mavs knew in 22 and 23, or is he going to be the guy that went over to Brooklyn? Not sure. Hopefully he's the guy that was with the Mavs, but that remains to be seen. Brandon Williams is fighting for his roster life right now. Thought he showed some good burst there in the fourth quarter. 10 points, an assist as well. Made a really nice dish to Jamarion Sharp later in the game. Williams, like I said, he's battling with Jazz Gortman. I think Williams won the battle last night. Gortman didn't really do a whole lot. Only played about 5 or 6 minutes in this one as well. He had 3 points. Just 1 of 1 from the field. Didn't do much there, but I like Gortman more than Williams. We'll see what the Mavericks end up doing there. I think this is going to be, I think it'll end up being Brandon Williams' spot, but that remains to be seen. And last but not least, we would be remiss if we didn't talk about Jamarion Sharp. I love the kid, man. I don't know where he fits in on this list. I don't know if the Mavs can find a way to get him on the roster, but Jamarion Sharp is a guy that the Mavs need to find a way to retain. Whether it's in the G League or whether it's as a two-way, they need Jamarion Sharp, and they need him for his shot blocking skills. If you're 7'5" and can block shots like that at such a high level, you're going to find your way in the NBA. Whether it's with the Mavericks or it's with someone else, I really believe that Jamarion Sharp will be an NBA player. I hope that it's with the Mavs, but we'll end up seeing. And we're going to end talking about Omax Prosper. Omax didn't come in until the fourth quarter. You guys know how I feel about Omax. He's a guy that has tantalizing potential. Jason Kidd has to find a way to get Omax into the rotation. I don't think it's going to be to start the year, but around Christmas time, 20 to 25 games in, I think you got to find a way to get Omax in. His size and athletic ability is too much to keep off the floor, plain and simple. Too much to keep off the floor. I think he'll play a lot in the G League to start the year and go dominate. And then Jason Kidd will have no choice but to put him in this rotation. Who knows what's going to happen with Maxi Kleber? He hasn't played in the preseason. There's no sign of him coming back anytime soon. Does Omax assume that role as the backup power forward? It wouldn't surprise me at all. I love Omax, the player. I'm very excited to see whether or not he can make an impact on this Mavs roster. Will Omax be in the rotation this year? I know I had a typo. It's late at night. We're just coming off the postgame show. Type Y for yes and for no. Will Omax be on the roster? Thank you guys for sticking with me during this postgame show. I'm losing my voice a little bit. I was yelling because Omax had a poster last night in the fourth. He dunked on someone that'll be laying in some little kid's bedroom here in DFW over the next coming years or so. Be sure to hit that subscribe button. I'm Jeffrey Cooperstein. We'll be back soon with more Mavericks news and rumors here on Mavericks Today.